Oh, yeah. It is the QBB podcast where we take news, situations, everyday occurrences, and indeed we show how one could have and could not have been keeping the P, not trying to tell what you think, but show you what to think. Why do you got that shit behind you? What the hell? That just threw me way off, fam.
Yeah, so people need to see this hot mess that's going on.
No, man. Not Uzi, aka Chun Li Vert.
Yeah, j- said his name is Leslie Child.
Wow. Okay. Well, hmm. That's the way to start it off then, buddy. All right. Well, so today we'll be talking about you know, uh Ice Cube. Ice Cube's a musician who came before rapping over samples and says AI is demonic for doing a very similar thing. Wait a minute. So are they trying to say that Ice Cube is demonic too? Is this almost like a hit piece against Ice Cube?
Huh?
Come on now.
Huh?
Is this a coverted way to try to talk about Ice Cube?
Uh,
Come
look,
on.
look, okay, Ice Cube, the political season is ramping up, P. You
Right.
sit yourself on the sideline, P. Oh, you
Mm-hmm.
ain't gonna do that here. We gotta make you sound demonic. We gotta try to start the canceling process so you don't be out here trying to get no reparations going on, P.
Hip hop revolution.
Tangibles.
No. Hip hop revolutionized pop culture almost exactly 50 years ago. And as it's celebrated its half a century, it suddenly looks old enough to get disruptive itself. It's an art form formerly based on pre-existing material, as early rappers would rhyme over uh, vinyl records with certain breaks repeated on a loop. Emergency of a generational AI is making songs based off of authorized reproductions of famous artists' voices and musical styles. Sounds similar to Ice Cube, the Compton, the Cali-born rapper who was one of the forefathers of modern hip hop. This is downright demonic. He doesn't want to hear that two scenarios are comparable. And y'all finna try to make it y'all thing to make it comparable, huh?
And hold on. I didn't know Ice Cube made beats.
He don't. And
So
then and
he
this
ain't the one that took the samples to make the beats. So he didn't even do that.
they're reaching.
Super reach.
They're just reaching because he made a song jacking for beats. So somehow he's like now the father of sampling or something like
I mean, couldn't I mean you're basically saying hip hop is based upon
sampling.
that's it, copycats.
And they should be able to do it because ain't that what hip hop is based on? IQ? Did you jack for beat one time? And jacking for beats ain't sampling.
Right.
Rapping over that's a mixtape. Nigga, what he that's maybe
Period.
he the father of mixtapes. Okay, give him that. Or
And they
not,
made it
probably
to
not even
him.
the father of mixtapes, because I'm pretty sure everybody that they start. I think they did start though rapping different lyrics over other beats, the nasty versions. I think that was like their hood claim to fame on their mixtapes, though. NWA, from what we hear, I even start to question so many things and this, that, and the third, especially like how NWA came to prominence and the message that they spoke, and what I'm saying, which means it's not that doesn't mean it was not possible, what I'm saying, that these young brothers could have, wanted to express those kind of things, but it just all seems kind of funny how
So
it's,
set up.
yeah, so exactly, so set up, like they was allowed to run around with guns on TV, what I'm saying, like Uzis
Right,
and all of
right.
that. Yeah, 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 yeah,
All
yeah.
on the tour bus.
Yeah, come on now.
Standoffs with the LAPDs
Come on,
that was
going to jail
notorious
at the
for whooping
concert,
and beating down.
going to jail at the concert for saying "f the police." Come on, We kind of, I don't know. I just don't know. Listen,
So strategic.
I just don't. Coming out with songs like Dope Man and all of that and
I
making the
mean,
strong
the F the
American.
police is the creme de la creme
I mean, all of that.
in LA.
Right. To what? To create tension between, to get the police a reason to do, oh, we got to be tough on them because they got shows like this. We scared. We fear for our life.
Come on, man.
I don't know. Just call, maybe, hold on, hold on. I don't know. Maybe I got my tinfoil booty I don't know. Maybe I got my tinfoil on, fam. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Just a little bit,
Real
dog.
talk.
You know what I'm talking about? I don't
Oh,
know.
that could be you being this too though.
Woke. Yes, sir. The real woke. The
Notice
rise
that
of,
it's black. You got
yeah,
the
right.
you got the white people over here. You got the white people over here in their politics, and then the black woke in the middle.
Mm-hmm. The rise of creative artificial intelligence is starting to threaten musical musicians and artists who are offending themselves in the crossfire of machine capable generating text, sounds, and images. Drake and Weeknd are some of the artists who have been had to listen to uncanny replications of their voice generated by AI, and even in computers haven't produced a viral fake of the voices yet. Ice Cube's hip hop has a verdict on the age of AI and rap. I think it's demonic, he said in a full podcast interview published last week. I think it's going to be the backlash because of AI, and I think people are going to want things organic and not artificial. That's right. AI can't do, yeah, AI can't do. Man, we working with AI right now, and AI wants to be white supremacist. Right now,
Period.
right now,
Period.
not later, but
Period.
right now. Like you put some black empowerment content in there, and it makes it white.
Multiple, at least two different AIs platforms.
Makes it white. It's gonna be white. AI has come before all over the rage for the last 6 months, and the scammers are taking full advantage. Synthesizing someone's voice used to be difficult technology hurdle, but modern AI systems only need a few audio samples to create a voice clone of anybody, even celebrities. It's given rise to the spite of musical deepfakes, whereas even famous artists like Rihanna could find their voices being used in the song they never recorded. It sounds like a lot of the common practice of sampling in hip hop's golden age of the 70s, 80s, and 90s. No, it don't.
At all.
No, it don't. Don't try to justify stealing these people's voices. It don't.
Period.
Sorry. Sampling is common practice in the music industry, and one of the artists completes their work in the digital space, piece of another sound recording or sample, which can be produced by a different artist. That's different. That is a beat. That is making a whole do. That is actually making a whole new production. I wouldn't give a damn if you sampled it or not. I wouldn't give a damn. For the most part, the way you played it ain't the way I'm finna play it. Ain't finna be the
Period.
same tempo. Ain't finna be the same groove or none of that.
You really won't even know.
Real talk. If you're good at it,
You know what I'm saying?
now how about that? I'm really good at it. I'll sample. You won't even know that's where it came from. Sampling was a foundation to hip hop in particular, and it allowed artists who may not didn't know how to play an instrument but had an ear for good music to generate a hit song. Early hip hop artists created the genre by pulling together samples from jazz, rock, and funk songs. The Beastie Boys, working with the master samplers, the Dust Brothers, released their second album in 1989, Paul's Boutique, an enduring cult classic with 95% samples, according to Rolling Stone. Well, that's because they had to do that. Cause wasn't nobody beating the. I don't even know that album,
the
let alone who produced it. Who's the Dust Brothers?
Dust Bunny Brothers.
Never heard of them. Paul's Boutique. All I know is Paul Revere.
Oh my gosh.
The album would likely cost millions under today's sample rules, and a flurry of lawsuits it generated turned other artists off wide users of sampling. Ice Cube is a stranger to sampling, as the hip hop group NWA notably sampled several old funky songs and debuted it at the Straight Outta Compton. Sampling rules have become stricter over the past few decades, and several lawsuits accuse artists of infringing on copyrights. I bet you somewhere they finna talk about P. Diddy in Chicago. But every breath I take, and how P. Diddy has to pay him $2,000 a day for the rest of his life because they love throwing that in your damn face. But this one is about targeting Ice Cube because they keep saying his name. It says Ice Cube said that if we're going to be targeted by AI voices replicants, he wouldn't hesitate to sue whoever programmed the AI or whoever played his illicit borrowed voice. Other artists have been on board with AI generated content using their voices long as they are paid for it. Pop musician Grimes tweeted last month that she supported killing copyright and invited AI to use her voice without penalty, setting the terms for 50-50 royalties on any successfully AI generated song that my voice is on. See, that's smart.
I promise you, and I feel that's respectable.
Like shit, if you can come up with the song, cuz go ahead, just go ahead and break my bread.
That's
And
it.
that's giving artists new life, man. What are you? Nah, it seemed like what they trying to do is just say, oh, we could just take the voice and use what we want, so we could just make a whole Ice Cube album and sell it, and we should just be
Right.
able to do that. No, you got to break that man off his bread. Now y'all just going after him because he was fighting for black people at the time.
That's it.
That's it. Y'all can get out of here with this because this is all reach. This is straws. It says, but the eventual royalty windfall might not even get Ice Cube on board with the technological musical industry and set aside time for his interview to criticize artists increasingly resorting to digital crutches in their work. Artists are getting lost in auto tune, and now they have not want the computerized rapper no more. We want to hear their voice. I don't want to hear rappers and their made up voices no more. Boom. So I don't see any problem with what he said. And so everybody always got a problem with what the black man say.
There's the
Black
Dust
man can't.
Bucket Brothers right there.
Yeah, like I thought. They got
Hmm.
nothing to do with nothing to do. And
And no
nothing.
hip hop.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna hold you, but I'm gonna mold you, fold you, and scold you about being on types of cold. Whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, love, peace, blessings, and aloha. Gotta go out for sure. I'm out the Doha. You got